Shocking facts you never knew about the movie Clueless. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about shocking facts you never knew about the movie Clueless. Let's get right into it. Silverstone's performance in an Aerosmith music video helped her land the role of Cher. It's difficult to imagine anyone else playing Cher Horowitz, and it turns out she was one of Heckerling's top choices from the start. Heckerling told Interview magazine that she was drawn to Silverstone because of her role in Aerosmith's Crazy music video. She said, "Her performance in the video, I believed everything. I just went crazy for her. So when I handed the script in, by that time the Crazy video was out and I videotaped it. I gave it to the studio and said, think of this girl when you read it. And they said, oh, Liv Tyler? And I went, no." She continued, "Meanwhile, my friend, the casting director, was saying, you've got to see the girl in The Crush. Well, it's the same girl." The mugging scene in This Isn't a Liar was inspired by a true story. One of the most famous lines in Clueless is, "You don't understand, this isn't a liar." Cher is being robbed at gunpoint in the scene, but when the mugger orders her to get on the ground, she refuses because she doesn't want to ruin her designer outfit. The scene is based on a true story Heckerling heard at a dinner party about a man whose wife forced him to start wearing designer suits. Heckerling told the Interview magazine in 2016 he got held up and the mugger said, "Get on the ground." He said, "But this is Armani." It wasn't like he loved Armani, it was more like he was afraid of his wife than a guy with a gun. He then added, "I thought that was so hilarious." Cher's speech was not supposed to include a misspelling of Haitians. Another memorable scene in the film was Cher mispronouncing Haitians as Haitians while delivering a speech in debate class. The mispronunciation was not always intended to be in the film, according to Heckerling. Heckerling told Vice in 2016, "It wasn't written that way in the script, but that's how Silverstone said it." He then added, "Everybody started to run towards her to correct her, and I had to kind of block them all, like, step away from the actress. I didn't want her to act, I just wanted her to feel that confidence." According to Heckerling, a major network passed on the film, in part due to Cher's romance with her stepbrother. The production of Clueless was more difficult than fans might expect. According to the same Vice interview, Fox passed on making the film because they wanted it to focus more on male characters, and the network apparently thought Cher and her stepbrother's romance was inappropriate. Heckerling told the publication, "That was so silly." Heckerling then added, "Fox was going, how can you have sex with your stepbrother? And it's like, they're not related. Their parents were briefly married and Cher's father is still nice to Josh. That's not verboten, you know." After Paramount picked up the film, Heckerling said she told producer Scott Rudin about everything she'd taken out of the script to appease Fox, and he let her put everything back in. Ty's way harsh remark was inspired by Heckerling. Another memorable film line, "You're a virgin who can't drive," was inspired by Heckerling's adolescence. According to Vice, Cher's virginity and repeated failed driving tests were inspired by Heckerling's real-life experiences, making it easy for the director to craft the perfect insult from Ty, played by Brittany Murphy. Heckerling explained, "You're a virgin who can't drive. Well, that was me, for a very long time." He then added, "You take the thing that embarrassed you most and you use it." Dion's freeway scare was also inspired by Heckerling's own fear of driving. In a 2017 interview with the Daily Beast, Heckerling revealed that the freeway scene in Clueless was inspired by her own fear of driving. She said, "I've always had a fear of driving, so a couple of times in my life I wind up in the lane you can't get out of and you're on the freeway for like one exit, and I pretty much screamed the whole way." She then added, "In LA, it's like a physical handicap. I wanted to make fun of that, of how I feel when that happens." Silverstone was allowed to keep all of her costumes from the film, but she appears to have given away the majority of them. According to Jen Chaney's book, As If, The Oral History of Clueless, which commemorated the film's 20th anniversary, Silverstone received all of Cher's costumes from the film, including the iconic yellow plaid Jean-Paul Gaultier ensemble. However, according to Bustle, Silverstone told Chaney that she doesn't have all of them. Silverstone said, "I didn't do a very good job at saving any of them." She then added, "I was stupid about the whole thing. I think I gave them all away." Some of the clothing in the film came from thrift stores. Costume designer Mona May stated in As If, The Oral History of Clueless that there were 63 outfit changes for Cher, but she only had $200,000 to spend on the wardrobe for the entire film. May wrote in the book, "I had to go to the thrift stores. I had to go to high-end stores. I had to make some stuff and create things because they were not even in the stores, because they were just being thought out and dreamed up by the designers on the runway shows." That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.